Sunday scrimmage. Gary Pasqua's great cast reporting from Bryan Kennedy Field. Coach, a large crowd sitting here watching for the day on Marshall Business School putting on an event here, added a little bit of a festive atmosphere to the occasion.
Well, there were lines outside Dado Field to come in, and the fans were up for it. When Pete Carroll came through the gates here onto Bryan Kennedy Field, fans were going crazy. They were applauding him as star status.
And then a nice scrimmage obviously took place today. A couple of the standout players. Let's talk about the quarterbacks. I thought Mark Sanchez did a very good job today. Particularly, there was one deep ball that I was really impressed with. But at the end of the day, Mitch Mustain came in and showed, hey, there is going to be some competition. I thought he looked very good.
Well, they both looked excellent. I mean, you're talking about two National Players of the Year, and you can't help but kind of have an eye towards spring ball. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a beautiful war because they're both so greatly talented, experienced quarterbacks that have played in games, and it's going to be something to watch, that's for sure.
No doubt about that. Can't wait till spring. At the running back position, a couple of the young guys looking pretty good. Really the top of the list, I thought the running back who stole the show today was Mark Tyler.
Number 26 looked awesome. He was moving. I think what's impressive is he doesn't go down after the first hit. He had moves, and then when he turned the corner, he had acceleration. No question about it. He really opened up eyes. We knew what he was coming out of high school, but when you see him translated onto the field now, coming back from that injury, it was very impressive.
Then a couple of guys, I thought Alan Bradford had the start of the day, and he really ran well, ran hard, and showed that speed, just causing everyone to kind of buzz along the sidelines. Are we seeing this guy more? Why aren't we seeing more of him? And then obviously Stephon Johnson, I thought at the beginning of the day ran well as in addition.
There was one play where Stephon came off of left tackle, and Taylor Mays came up, and there was a collision, and let me just assure you that Taylor Mays was the one getting slowly off the ground. When you look at Tyler, you look at Alan Bradford, and you look at Stephon, these guys are really top-of-the-line talent. It's really a question of how do they fit in, but it's a tough problem. But the good news is they all look exceptional.
And then Herschel Dennis also, let's not forget, had one dazzling run with a little shake and bake down the sideline that had really everybody cheering on that one. The receiver spot, I thought two guys really stood out. Number one was Damian Williams. What a day this young man had. 5 catches for 58 yards, one catch where he went over the middle and got popped by two different guys, held on, one touchdown. This is a guy, when spring comes and when fall comes, he's going to be instantly in the mix.
Well, the question is whether he would be starting right now if he was eligible. That catch that Gary's referring to over the middle, he was jackknifed by about 3 guys, held onto the ball. I asked him after this scrimmage here just shortly ago, I said, what was your purpose today? What were you hoping to accomplish? He said, I'm not going to be practicing for the Rose Bowl. I had to leave my mark for the spring, and he says, I hope I did that, and I will tell you, he was the best receiver on this field by far. You have NFL written after his name.
Yeah, Damian looked good today. And also Brandon Carswell, I thought, had several nice catches, just showing that he's going to be another one in the mix. Anyone who's been reading the practice reports knows that these two guys have been really doing well on the service team going against the first-team defense, so there's no surprise to see both of them do well today. Carswell showing a lot of athletic ability. On the defensive side of the ball, the one young man who I thought really was the star of the defense today was Malcolm Smith. He was all over the place, number 6 on defense, making tackles.
This has been a theme of his that we've seen in the last couple of weeks. He's a guy that may be a little less publicized in some manners from your Chris Galippos coming in, but definitely has shown that he's going to play. It's just a matter of, during spring, just how much of a move he makes on the depth chart.
And then obviously the one veteran who I think was the star was Cedric Ellis, made his presence felt on several plays early on in the day. There's no doubt about it. Number 49 is a true All-American.
Well, there was one play the running back was coming through, and you could tell the center was having a difficult time controlling him. Cedric had the left arm on the center and had his right arm on the running back, and the collision was explosive, and down went the running back. It shows you why this guy's a first-team All-American, and his picture will be on the old Walk of Fame down inside Heritage Hall before the year is out.
No doubt about that. Special teams, a couple mentions. David Beeler with a 50-yard field goal during the day with plenty of leg to spare on that one. And then Greg Wadnick had a great tackle on a punt return by Desmond Reed. Des was in the open field, and number 44 wrapped him up pretty good.
Yeah, what was that all about? Desmond Reed can't fake the punter out, but it was a great play by Wadnick. But, you figured he took the sideline away, and he waited for his moment. I'm sure Des is going to hear about that on the film session.
And then the one tough luck player of the day, Rhett Ellison, number 40, on the receiving end of just a couple absolutely wicked hits. Rhett, you earned your pay today. Getting out there, you really took it hard.
He will be visiting the trainer's room, no doubt about it. It happened early in the scrimmage, happened late in the scrimmage. He looked like one of these guys that's coming back from the Civil War, with the drums beating and the music playing. He can say that he performed today.
And that's our report from the Sunday scrimmage. Trojans will take a couple days off. They'll be back in action on Thursday at Home Depot, and we, RSC, will be there. For Greg Katz, this is Gary Paskowitz from Bryant Kennedy Field.